Chiquinha, Chiquinha.
Go check out the room.
Chiquinha.
Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and then also hit the that little bell. That means you're gonna get notified of other videos that I do. Okay, so Mexico City, Hotel Geneve, and I'm going to show you the location. It's in a pretty good location. I'm going to just let this video, this first 10 seconds, play right here. And before we go out, I'll just show you out the window. There's a Chili's, which is kind of funny. I'm in Mexico City and there's a Chili's. I don't know why you'd go to Chili's in Mexico City, but there's one across the street. So, okay, let's get going. And let's see. Okay, so I'm going to do a voiceover over this one, and I'm also going to put the sound in a little bit, and I'm just going to talk through Mexico City a little bit. So this is a hotel I was staying in, and it was, this is basically just the floor that I was on, and you can see the ceilings are pretty low. There's a nice kind of like, almost like the lamps kind of have like a candlelight feel to them, the way that they're placed, and just their kind of their beauty to it. And I'm going to be going down into the very, very beautiful lobby. And this particular hotel has a lot of history behind it. I saw a lot of artifacts throughout the lower floors, the ground floor. And I'm going to walk right into Mexico City or the vicinity. So I kind of really like this area because it put me in a very safe part of Mexico City and a very kind of like has a lot of history and a lot of interesting streets. And so I filmed a lot in this area. So you're going to see a lot of Mexico City in this area. This is the lobby. You can kind of see these big chandeliers and these large bookcases that go up to the ceiling. And when I go in here, there's a lot of, there's like old cell phones you can see on the desk, and there's an old phone booth, and there was a musician that would play here every evening. I think I stayed in this hotel for, I think it was 4 nights, I think, if I remember right. And so this is during the daytime. This is basically when I first get into the hotel of Hotel Geneve, and I'm going to walk through the hotel first, and then I'm going to go out into the street. And you can see how great this is as I get into the street as well. But look how beautiful this is. There's like these little courtyards in here. And Mexico City had a lot of courtyards that I could see in a lot of different places, which I really liked a lot. And you can see one to the left, and then you have another one straight out here too. There's beautiful columns. A lot of artifacts with a lot of history. This hotel, I don't remember when it was built, but I think a lot of the stuff here was from 1800s and 1900s. So there was, some of the first phones that came, and they kept them from, what was that now, 80 years ago, 75 years ago, things like that. And if you're wondering about Mexico City, before I arrived, I was anticipating there might be some, I don't know, hassles or stresses or something like that when I'm walking around, just kind of based on, right before I went to Mexico City on this trip, and I have the videos for those too. I was in Costa Rica, which was fine, and then Cartagena, there was a lot of touts everywhere, always kind of asking for stuff, and I was in Bogota, and then Havana had some touts, not as bad as Cartagena, but, so I was getting kind of used to the fact that when I leave the hotel, I'm going to have people saying things, asking me things. And but when I was in Mexico City, that didn't happen at all. It was kind of like New York. People had their own lives. They were busy going to work. They had a lot of stuff that they were doing themselves, and so I could be very anonymous in Mexico City, which was something I really loved and appreciated. I just felt like I was in a really cosmopolitan American city. Mexico City is not an American city at all. Nothing about it is very American, but like a cosmopolitan city like a London or New York, or Hong Kong or Tokyo or something like that. So Mexico City basically had all those world-class amenities like that. So yeah, I really liked it a lot. And so I'm kind of giving you a tour of the hotel, which is going to be the first 5 minutes, I believe. So I'll just kind of let you take a look at it. And straight ahead is the front door, which I'm going to be heading out in a moment. And some people really like this right here. So you can see those high ceilings of the bookshelves up in the top. I did look at some of those books. I don't know if I did in this particular video, but there's a lot of like kind of old, cool looking artifacts, basically, like a lot of like golden nuggets, I guess is the only way to say it. This video, basically I decided to talk over it because a lot of times I just play it for the sights and sounds and just kind of let you hear everything. But Mexico City didn't really have people coming at me enough to really warrant me capturing what they're saying. I do have some conversations, of course, but it's basically me. There's my front desk guy, and I'm going to start walking directly down this street. This street's name was, you can see it on the map if you look up this Hotel Geneve of Mexico City. I think it's called Lundre Street, and this area is called Zona Rosa, Zona Rosa, Rosa. And this street I really liked this street a lot. I liked walking up and down it. There's a lot of trees, a lot of greenery, but it was very urban and very easy to walk across the street too. So I really liked that walkability of it. And that's my hotel right there. And we're going to be walking into a very, very lively area in a very short period of time, because this was it's only like about a half a block from my hotel. This whole strip of some bars and restaurants and just like kind of a prime time walkable area. And you can see from the people, there's a lot of people who have business suits walking around, kind of, a lot of people are working in the days. And so I really liked being anonymous after being in especially very tourist oriented Havana and Cartagena. Tourist shop of Mexico City, you can buy your magnets and let's see, the trees. Little parks. I mean, it's not a park, but just the greenery. I really like that they put attention to details. Actually, to be honest, Mexico City really impressed me. It's actually up there, probably as. I'll just kind of let you view the street. I'll tell you in a minute. But yeah, kind of. I like doing these kind of videos because you can see the kind of people that walking around in the streets and kind of see like the look. You can see all these people are they're going somewhere. It's not too far from me. From this spot is a metro station, so a lot of them are going that way. And to the left there's some bars, and you can see some fast food, like the McDonald's is one of them, but there's all kinds of fast foods in this area. A lot of Mexican eateries as well. There's like Little Caesar's Pizza was over by the station. A lot of little familiar stuff to an American person, and I think actually a lot of American people are familiar with Mexican food anyway, so there was like that extremely amazing bonus. The other street that I was on, Lundre's, there's a lot of Japanese restaurants, and I was reading some other stuff, from people that go out a lot in Mexico City, and they were kind of mentioning that that's a big trendy thing, is everybody likes to eat, and I saw that a lot, and I think I have it in some of the other videos. This video, I'm basically going to walk up this street. I'm going to go left down a large avenue, which is also kind of interesting when we get down that way. But one of the things that was interesting about Mexico City was, what was I going to tell you earlier? I was going to say, one of the things about Mexico City, though, is like, I think it became, like, once I arrived, it's like, oh man, this city might be one of my, a little bit of my background. I lived in South America for 1 year, a long time ago. I won't tell you how long ago, but quite a long time ago now. And so I got to see quite a bit of South America, and then I've also taken some recent trips where I was able to see more of the Americas, which included, Cuba, Colombia, Costa Rica. In the past, I went to Brazil, Argentina, Bolivia, Peru, Venezuela. I think I missed something in there. Chile, Bolivia, Argentina, Peru, Ecuador is the other one. So I was basically able to see most of the large cities in South America, and most of them in Latin, throughout. A lot of small countries that I didn't see, but anyways, like Mexico City, once I arrived and was walking around and got a feel for the city, it became probably my I might say it's my number one city. I really loved being in Rio de Janeiro a lot, and I was in Sao Paulo, and I really liked that city a lot too. It's where I was usually living when I was in South America and visiting a lot of the other ones, and I don't know, like Mexico City kind of topped it, and I think a lot of it was because the people are really great in Brazil too, but just the something about Mexico City, I just felt really comfortable, and there's just a lot of like I could find English books everywhere. There was a great bookstore. I went in there and went filming, so you're going to see that in the future as well. And the food was unbelievable, and there's a lot of American foods too. So I could actually kind of get I live in Asia, so it's I don't get a chance to eat any kind of American stuff very often, but I was able to find almost everything in Mexico City as well. So I was drinking sodas that I can't find very easily outside of the United States and stuff like that. So anyways, but the Mexican food was the highlight. I mean, that was incredible. I think I have some videos that are going to be coming up filmed with that too. In a minute, I'm going to be walking towards like this one. You're basically just kind of seeing people coming towards me, which I think is kind of interesting. You get to see what people look like in Mexico City. And in a minute, once we get up to the part, I'm going to be switching left, which is kind of interesting because I'll show you when we get there. But this main street is kind of a big avenue, and then to the left there was this place that I would go and catch this tourist bus. So this is the first film that I did in Mexico City, but just before I did this film, I found where the tourist bus was at, and then I'm actually going to be going there, and I'm going to be getting back on that tourist bus, and then I'm going to end the video. So that's basically where I'm walking. And this is kind of interesting because I think as I'm walking here, I end up behind two girls from China, which is kind of interesting to me because there's a lady to the left that was begging. I don't see that many people that were begging in Mexico City like I did see in other cities in Latin America, which I thought was interesting too. I think the economy is really good. And there's a little bike lane too, so I thought that was interesting too. I saw bike lanes in Bogota as well, and Mexico City has them. Right, you can see it to the right. So there's people that zoom by on their bikes, which is kind of interesting, I think. And I think I might actually try to talk over more of my videos because I think when I do that, people seem to like it, and then also try to respond. So maybe if you've been to Mexico City, maybe just kind of tell me your favorite area. If you've been to this particular area, it's called Zona Rosa. It's not too far from some other ones that were also kind of cool too. So maybe you might recommend some of the other ones, which I think I have some videos where I walk into some other neighborhoods, Roma and Condesa. And I definitely went down into the downtown area, walked around, and but this particular area is like Zona Rosa, and I when I chose this place, I kind of chose it based on safety, and the hotel looked really cool. I wanted to make sure I was in a good place, so I felt like 100% comfortable, and that I would have a really good experience in Mexico City, you know. So I think I did pretty well. I did chose a pretty good area. Zona Rosa actually ended up being like the bars were a lot of gay clubs and gay bars. I'm not gay. I don't have anything wrong with anybody that is though. But actually that, you know, maybe gives them more security. You know, I don't know. So I'm not really sure about that. But anyways, you know, I guess that's not always true that they're in good areas. But anyways, I felt really safe walking around in this city even late at night, and I did that as well. And actually, it's kind of interesting because I just arrived in Mexico, and I thought that these two girls were Mexican girls. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, but actually, when I get close to them, I don't know if you can hear them very well, but I think they're speaking in some dialect of Chinese. And I just happened to be behind them, and I was kind of like trying to get a little bit close so I could see hear what language that was. And so I was really surprised when it was Chinese because I'm actually living in China. I'm living in Macau next to Hong Kong. So I hear Cantonese here all the time, but also in China, you know, they'll speak who knows how many different dialects of different, you know, Chinese derivative languages. So I think they were speaking maybe, I don't know, it wasn't Cantonese for sure, and they don't really look Cantonese either. They look like, I don't know, maybe, you know, I can't really say because there's a lot of different, a lot of Chinese people with a lot of different dialects. So. But anyway, so to the right there's a skateboarder going, there's another bicycle, and basically we're going to be walking all the way down to the end, and then we're going to be going on this tourist bus. So I'm kind of, they're actually walking kind of fast, so I didn't really get a chance to get around them. But there's another indigenous person to the left, and you can see the pink taxi to the right. So there was, those were kind of the official taxis, and actually, just the way Mexico City was set up, like you know, the beautiful trees, those two palm trees straight ahead. There was actually, I couldn't really think of any bad things to say about Mexico City. This is like such a great city, and I filmed quite a bit, so I'm going to be throwing up quite a bit of that footage, and I think I'm going to try to talk over it more as well. and I'll try to give you more information about it. I definitely will tell you that I felt the safest there than any city I've been in anywhere in Latin America, and I've been to almost all the larger countries anyways. Okay, so I'm going to be walking over, and we're going to be looking at this monument, and this is basically where this tourist bus is that I was taking to see the city. I paid, I think it was two full days to 48 hours, and I think I might have even, I was able to get around a lot. These tourist buses here, these called hop on hop off, they really take you all over the place in Mexico City. So I mean, I thought I was on them all the time during the 2 days that I bought the ticket, and I only saw like half of what I see. And usually I can see like everything within a day. In most cities, hop on hop off, I can see it within nothing. But this one actually had like 3 large routes, and one of the routes I was about to get on, they're like, no, this route, just the route alone takes 4 hours. That's not even including getting off of the bus. So like, okay, well, I guess I can't do it because I was going to get on it a little bit earlier. Let me see. So that big red. Actually, some of the buses are red, anyways, but the tour buses are also red. And then straight ahead is kind of a cool monument. I actually get in there too, but this one's going to be concluding in about 10 seconds. So I hope you enjoyed the Mexico City. I'm going to be playing a lot more of it, and I'm going to be probably at this spot again soon in some of the other videos and showing some of the other street too. Chiquinha,